You know, every now and then something drops in the automotive world that makes everyone stop, take a deep breath, and just say, no way. And this is one of those moments. We've all seen luxury RVs. We've all seen Ferraris. But what happens when Ferrari decides to step into the motorhome world for 2026? Well, buckle up because what we're about to dive into is not just a new vehicle, it's a complete redefining of what luxury travel on wheels can look like. Now, let's get this out of the way. Ferrari and motorhome are not two words you'd expect to hear in the same sentence. Ferrari is speed, racetracks, Formula One, sleek curves, and adrenaline. Motorhomes are comfort, long drives, family trips, and freedom on the open road. But in 2026, Ferrari is bringing these two worlds together in a way that, honestly, nobody saw coming. And the result? A motorhome that looks like it belongs on a racetrack but lives like a five-star hotel. When you first lay eyes on this thing, the design just hits you. Ferrari hasn't lost an ounce of that iconic Italian flair. Imagine those sharp, flowing aerodynamic lines you see on a Ferrari sports car, now stretched and sculpted into a motorhome body. It doesn't look bulky, it doesn't look boxy. Instead, it's sleek, futuristic, and aggressive in all the right ways. The nose almost feels like it belongs to a hypercar, with LED blade lights that sweep across the front like something out of a sci-fi movie. And on the sides, you get carbon fiber accents, air channels that actually serve an aerodynamic purpose, and a paint finish so deep it looks like you could dive right into it. This isn't your typical big white RV lumbering down the highway. This is a Ferrari, and it makes sure you know it from the very first glance. And yes, because I know you're wondering, it's got the prancing horse badge. Big, bold, and right where it belongs. You're not just pulling into a campsite with a motorhome, you're arriving in a Ferrari. Let that sink in. Now, let's talk about what's powering this beast. Because Ferrari didn't just slap their logo on a campervan and call it a day. No, this thing comes with a hybrid engine setup. And before you worry about Ferrari watering things down, don't. They've actually managed to create something that blends raw power with the practicality you need for a motorhome. Under the hood, or rather, beneath that sculpted body, you've got a hybrid V8 that delivers both punch and efficiency. We're talking serious horsepower when you need it on the highway, but also electric capability for those quiet runs through city streets or eco-friendly camping zones. And get this, it's been tuned for off-road performance as well. That's right, Ferrari built in off-road features. This motorhome has adjustable suspension that can raise the chassis, grippy all-terrain tires, and a drive mode selector that lets you switch from track-like performance on paved roads to rugged stability when you decide to take the scenic route off the beaten path. Imagine pulling into the mountains or gliding across desert dunes in a Ferrari. Not a Jeep, not a Land Rover, a Ferrari. That's the kind of statement they're making with this. But here's where it gets really fascinating. The interior. Because you can have all the design and horsepower in the world, but if the inside doesn't live up to the Ferrari name, it all falls apart. Luckily, they absolutely nailed it. Step inside, and it's like entering a luxury penthouse suite, except it's on wheels. Ferrari didn't cut corners here. You've got handcrafted leather seating stitched with the same precision you'd find in their sports cars. The driver's cockpit, oh, it's pure Ferrari DNA. The steering wheel has that signature flat-bottom design, digital displays wrap around you, and even the paddle shifters are there to remind you that, yes, this is still a performance machine. But then, move into the living space, and things just get jaw-dropping. The lounge area features reclining leather chairs that morph into a dining setup at the touch of a button. Ambient lighting runs along the ceiling, customizable to whatever mood you're in. Want a warm sunset glow? Done. Want cool blue vibes while you're cruising at night? Just swipe on the control panel. And speaking of control, everything in this motorhome is smart. Voice commands, touchscreens, app integration. Ferrari built a digital ecosystem that makes managing your space effortless. The kitchen, it's not just functional, it's high design. Carbon fiber countertops, induction cooking surfaces, hidden storage that folds out with satisfying precision. Even the refrigerator is styled like an Italian design piece rather than an appliance. And of course, the espresso machine is built right in, because Ferrari knows their audience. Moving to the bedroom, this is where the hotel on wheels really shines. A king-size bed with memory foam and Italian linens, motorized shades that reveal panoramic skylights above, and a sound system tuned by Ferrari's audio engineers. You're not just sleeping in a motorhome, you're experiencing luxury on a whole new level. And yes, the bathroom is equally stunning: heated floors, rainfall shower, designer fixtures. It's like stepping into a spa every time you freshen up. Now, pricing, because you're probably already guessing this won't come cheap. And you'd be right. Rumor has it, the 2026 Ferrari Motorhome is going to start around $2.5 million, depending on customization. That's not pocket change, but let's be honest, nobody's buying a Ferrari Motorhome because they're trying to save money. They're buying it because they want the absolute best, and they want to turn heads everywhere they go. But here's the fun part: how does this compare to past models? Well, the truth is, there really isn't a past model. Ferrari hasn't done a motorhome before. Sure, other luxury automakers have dabbled. Mercedes has sprinters, Porsche has had design partnerships, even Aston Martin has toyed with concepts, but Ferrari, this is brand new territory for them. So comparing it to a previous Ferrari motorhome isn't possible. Instead, it's about comparing it to the traditional luxury RV market. And when you put it side by side with, say, a Prevost, a Newmar King Air, or even those insane Volkner performance models, the Ferrari just feels different. It's not about building the biggest or the most feature-packed. It's about combining passion, performance, and prestige into one rolling masterpiece. Think about it: when you see a Prevost, you think luxury travel. When you see a Ferrari motorhome, you think luxury and speed. You think design, you think Italian craftsmanship, you think exclusivity. It's Ferrari rewriting the rules of what's possible in this segment. And honestly, I think that's what makes this so exciting. This isn't just for car lovers, and it isn't just for motorhome fans. It's for anyone who loves the idea of pushing boundaries. It's for the adventurer who wants performance and comfort in the same package. It's for the traveler who doesn't want to compromise between staying in a 5-star hotel and exploring the open road. I imagine pulling into a luxury resort with this thing, the staff doing a double take, people stopping mid-conversation, heads turning from across the parking lot. And then you step out, not from a Ferrari sports car, but from a Ferrari motorhome. That's the kind of presence this has. It's not just transportation, it's a lifestyle statement. So, here's the big question: will Ferrari fans embrace it? Or will purists shake their heads, saying Ferrari should stick to racetracks and supercars? Personally, I think once people see it in action, once they see the hybrid performance, the off-road capability, the interior that feels like a moving mansion, they'll get it. Because at the end of the day, Ferrari has always been about passion. About dreaming bigger. About creating things that people didn't even realize they wanted until they saw it. And with the 2026 Ferrari Motorhome, they've done exactly that. They've built something we didn't know we needed, but now that it's here, we can't stop thinking about it. So tell me, if money were no object, would you take this beast on a cross-country trip? Would you roll up to a campsite or a racetrack in a Ferrari motorhome? Or would you keep it parked just to admire it as a piece of art? Either way, one thing's for sure, the 2026 Ferrari motorhome is not just changing the game, it's inventing a whole new one. And I, for one, cannot wait to see it hit the road.